I used to run a steam press. Con, she used to work doing sewing the belt loops on a pair of pants or jeans. And anyway, I used to see her all the time from where my workstation was and where she was working. So one day I went up to her and started talking to her, and and then after that I asked her, she wanted me, she needed a ride home. So she said yes, and from there on we started dating.
August 14, 1965. I met him at work at Bailey's. At that time, I had a boyfriend and he knew that. He was always trying to get my attention.
My 3 friends that I worked with, all 4 of us wanted to date her. So we finally made a $5 bet to see who she would go out with or who she would talk to first. And and that's kind of also how we got to start talking and how we met. I never told Connie that we had a $5 bet to see who she would talk to first, till after I got married. Then I told her the story.
He looked like a hippie. He had really long curly hair, and my sister would pinch my arm really hard. Don't look at him, he's a hoodlum. And I go, how can you say that? He goes, look at his hair, he's a hippie or something.
She thought I was what she'd call a hoodlum. So yeah, because my hair was a little long at that time. I don't have no hair now, but I used to.
The weekend passed, and then we went back to work on the Monday, I believe it was. He came so clean cut, his haircut with a hairline. I said, Roseanne, is that the same guy? And then she says, no, I don't think so, because this guy's good looking. And sure enough, it was Ram. That's when he came and he introduced himself. He started talking, but he was so nervous. And I don't know if he was afraid of me or my sister. He put his whole hands on my bundle of pants that I had just sewn. I was sewed from one end to the other. He leaned over and the whole stack just flipped all over the place, all over. And he started just sweating so profusely that I felt so bad for him. I really, really felt bad. And then he goes, well, can I take you out? And I go, sure. I said, yeah, we can go for a Coke. And that's when he asked me how old I was, and then I asked him, and he lied about his age to me. He told me he was a year older than me. He didn't tell me his age until right before we got married. Oh, by the way, he says, I was born in 1947, and not the way he told me.
And then she asked me how old I was. Before I answered, I said, well, how old are you? But she finally told me how old she was, and then whatever age she told me, I added a year to my age so she wouldn't think I was younger than her.
But anyway, he's always been very, very, he knows what he wanted, and if he wanted me, he was going to wind up with me whether he had to kidnap me, and he always told me that. So anyway, he told his parents, oh, I already found that girl. You see that girl? That's the one I'm going to marry. And his parents would tell him, son, you're too young. Why do you want to get married so young? He was only 18. Because you can't get married now. You're way, way, way too young. And Dad said, nope. He said, Dad, nope, that's the one I'm going to marry. So, and here we are, 50 years later, married and happy.
When I first met Con, yeah, right away I knew that was the one I wanted to marry. She wasn't sure if she wanted to date me or marry me or not, but I told her she had 2 choices. She either married me or I'd kidnap her. And here we are, 51 years later.
As young as he was so knowledgeable, and I could totally depend on him that he was going to take care of me. And he did, all these years. A wife should always feel very, very secure and very well protected.
She keeps me going all the time. She surprises me, she doesn't surprise me, and she's not just the same all the time. She changes a lot, and she keeps me going.
We've been married 50 years, September 24th, and they have been the best years of my life. I wouldn't trade them or change them for anything in the world. And I know that our next 50, whether here or in heaven, we're going to still be together, and we're going to be celebrating. and we're gonna love each other even more so. Yes, because he's always been such the nicest, the best husband anybody could and is. And I look forward to having 50 more years. It's still like we're just barely married. I'm serious. There's no difference. Whoever says that, you know, you get old and all that, no. It's, your passion will always be with each other. 50 years. And I have that passion for him.
Well, Con, this last 50 years of marriage, my life has really changed. God has been so awesome in our lives. What an amazing journey it's been. It's sometimes I hear married people talk about, well, you know, some of the rough times in marriage, but I like to remember the good times, and we've had so many good times together. God has done amazing things in our lives. But Con, since before I knew you, I knew that was going to be my partner, my friend, my wife, that God wanted me to be with. I'm just so thankful that you know, we just got to get together. You know, it was that $5 was one of the best investments I ever made in my whole life. And after our 50th anniversary that we're having, I really think our next 50th anniversary is gonna be much better. I guarantee you that. I'd like to at this moment also thank everybody for being here tonight, my wife and I. My good friends, my brothers and sisters, thank you so much for making this night such a special event for Connie and I. We couldn't have done it with all of you here tonight, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you all for being here, supporting us. We love you guys. Have fun. Enjoy the rest of the evening.